Top 10 Anime Most Embarrassing Scenes. Hello and welcome back to The Genius. Today we'll be talking about the top 10 anime most embarrassing scenes. Before we continue, if you like these type of videos, don't forget to click like and subscribe, along with that bell icon in order to get notified the next time we drop a crushing top 10 list. Also, make sure to tell us in the comments below what type of top 10 videos would you like us to make next. And without further delay, let's get into it. Number 10. Watamote. Making a list about embarrassing anime moments would not be complete without this scene. The entire anime is filled with awkward scenes that would take more than one video to cover. This anime centers around 15-year-old Tomoko Kuruki, who believed that she would be extremely popular when entering high school because she became extremely good at video games. In reality, she finds that she became an unsociable loner and is forced to go on a journey of self-discovery. The story follows her efforts to improve her social status as she progresses through high school. Most of us have experienced moments when our parents walk in on us doing something absolutely embarrassing. But Tomoko takes it to a step further. One night when her mom entered her room to call her for dinner, she hears strange sexual sounds coming from her daughter's computer. What makes the scene even more awkward is that Komoko allows the video to play to the very end, making for a truly cringy moment. Number 9. Food Wars. Food Wars might as well be called fan service and recipes because that's pretty much what the entire series is. Whenever someone, male or female, consumes any type of meal, they go on a sensual ride of emotions that usually involves various states of losing their clothes. This is essentially how they express their approval or disapproval of what they eat. In all honesty, you wouldn't want anyone around while watching any episode from Food Wars. But Fumio Daimido's flashback to her younger days is quite the scene. She remembers far too many inappropriate things before subjecting protagonist Soma Yukihira to the uncomfortable scenario. Number 8. Magi. Magi is an entertaining anime about genies, dungeons, and wizards. It is mostly based on the stories from 1001 Arabian Nights, most notably the tales of Aladdin, Ali Baba, and Sinbad the Sailor. Ali Baba got wounded on his chest after taking a blow from his opponent in a previous fight. When he got back to his room, he began to wonder if other places on his body were wounded. He eventually decided to check if other parts of his body were injured as well, which made him get into a very strange position that is almost too embarrassing to describe. This position made it look like he was trying to scratch his butt. And just at the worst possible moment, Morgiana suddenly walks into the room to check out how Ali Baba is doing. To her bewilderment, Ali Baba's butt was pointed right at her with his face in between his legs in a crouched position. We can feel his embarrassment at this situation as we can see clearly on his face just how mortified he is. He quickly tries to explain that he was only checking for wounds, though the damage was already done. Talk about an embarrassing moment. Number 7. Plastic Neesan. A couple of thugs are bullying two kids in an alley when a hero named Kuruki comes and asks the thugs to let them go. Kuruki is a high school senior and the captain of the baseball team. He likes to wear women's underwear and is not afraid of exposing himself in public. Because of this, he is well known even in other schools. When the thugs refuse to let the kids go, Kuruki flexes his muscles and rips his shirt to reveal the woman's bra he is wearing underneath. He then offers his love to the thugs free of charge and run towards them to embrace them screaming Yahoo! Eventually, the thugs help the kids escape from Kuruki together when he makes his advances to the kids. In the end, Kuruki takes his display to the streets screaming Yahoo! Out loud. Number 6. Jojo Stardust Crusaders. This anime is the third part of the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventures series, which is an anime filled with adventure from members of the Joestar family. The Stardust Crusaders are on a mission to find Dio, who is the main antagonist of the series. In one episode, a woman called Maria uses her power of magnetism to magnetize Abdul and Joseph. They end up sticking to each other, and to get out of this situation, Abdul has to slide his head down Joseph's body. Things get real awkward as some kids watch this scenario happen. They brought more of their friends over to watch this bizarre occurrence. Talk about a sticky situation. Number 5. Gintama. Gintama is known for its wacky and cringe comedy, but this episode takes it up a notch in that department. Let's just say you shouldn't watch this episode in public or anywhere close to your parents. Kusanagi is a living sword from the planet Excalibur. It is able to transform into a wide variety of weapons due to its liquid metal body. Beings like Kusanagi seek out planets where war is abundant since they thrive on combat. The sword traveled to Japan with its wife and scabbard, but however, the two soon became separated, and Kusanagi decided to take up residence in Gintoki's hindquarters until his scabbard can be located. He eventually discovers his wife is with an officer who has no intentions of letting her go. The officer tells his friends that he is borrowing the room to take this guy apart. When the two soldiers get to the room, they witness something they can never unsee. See for yourselves.
あんな決闘を勝手に約束して
決闘じゃねえ決闘だ
取り柄といえば顔だけのゴミクズ野郎ですよ
新橋あいつになんか恨みでもあんの
Number 4. Nichijou. Nichijou is a slice-of-life anime where high school students learn life's most important lessons, like who would win a fight between the principal and a deer. A high school girl named Yuko randomly sees a deer outside a window. To her surprise, the principal tries to catch it and the deer tackles the principal to the floor. The principal gets up and this time tries to lure the deer with a cracker. He gets tackled once again, at which point the safety of the principal is in question. At the end of this, the principal reveals he was wearing a bulletproof vest all along. The principal eventually does a suplex on the deer, winning the fight, but also causing the wig that he is wearing to fall off. This crazy deer versus principal wrestling match is something you will only see in this anime. Number 3. Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is an excellent series and Hisoka is one of the most intriguing characters within its universe. However, his bloodlust is a little concerning, to say the least. The magician gets so worked up over fighting the strongest opponents in the series that he becomes visibly aroused in an exaggerated manner. He will also sporadically appear naked when you least expect it. On top of that, Hisoka has a disturbing infatuation with the protagonist, Gon Freaks, and oftentimes mentions that he won't kill the young boy because he's not ripe enough. Long story short, nearly every Hisoka appearance is bound to be awkward and you simply wouldn't want your parents anywhere near the screen if the jester is in the episode.
I can understand your concern for his future.
Number 2. One Punch Man. Every popular anime protagonist has their fair share of rivals, but it honestly doesn't seem like Saitama needs one given just how overpowered he is. This, however, doesn't stop the determined ninja, Sonic, as time and time again he tries to prove his superior fighting skill to Saitama. He is a master of ninjutsu and is capable of moving at the speed of sound. Ever since his first encounter with Saitama, he has grown a huge rivalry for him, and now he became hell-bent on defeating him. In one particular incident, Sonic tries to demonstrate just how fast he can move and tries to close in on Saitama for the final kill, only to be met by a fist to the nuts. No doubt, this had him rolling in shame as he had never suffered such an embarrassing defeat before. We can't blame him for trying though, but maybe next time he should pick on someone his own size.
Will not rest until I have brought you down!
Number 1. Naruto. Naruto is an anime about a lonesome ninja called Naruto Uzumaki. It revolves around Naruto learning to be a ninja and graduating from school despite having no talent for the career. No one at school liked him and he had no friends to talk to. Along the way he meets another lonesome ninja called Sasuke Uchiha, who leans more towards the emo side. The two compete against each other several times, developing a fierce rivalry that would last until adulthood. It was no surprise that they got into lots of fights in and out of school. On one fated day, Naruto and Sasuke are having a stare-down contest with their face in close proximity to each other. In the background, the girls are all cheering for Sasuke to beat up Naruto. Everything seemed good until one student behind Naruto elbows him, pushing Naruto to fall right on Sasuke. The two end up touching lips and the awkwardness that followed was so embarrassing that even the audience felt it. What makes this funnier is that this isn't the only time the pair accidentally kiss. We guess they were just made for each other. So that's all for this list. Do you agree with it? If not, make sure to put down your top 10 moments in the comments down below. Also be sure to let us know if you have any ideas for a top 10 video that you would like to see in the future. Lastly, don't forget to like the video, click the subscribe button, and smash that bell icon to get notified when more exciting videos like this come out. Until then, have a great day and see you in the next one, fellow geniuses.